Hello everyone, this is our pre-recorded lecture for Chapter 1, which focuses on the importance of financial reporting. So after our discussion, please ensure that you can explain the purpose of accounting and financial reporting, identify the user's need for financial information, outline the various branches of accounting, discuss the evolution of accounting standards and financial reporting standards. Then identify the organizations responsible for establishing financial reporting and accounting standards. Describe the due process involved in developing international financial reporting standards and explain the due process for developing and issuing the Philippine financial reporting standards. So once our discussion concludes, revisit these learning objectives to assess your understanding of what is expected from us. Now let's discuss the role of accounting information in business. The utilization of accounting information is crucial for business enterprises to thrive and remain competitive. As business processes have evolved, accounting has adapted to meet these changing demands. So this adaptability is what makes accounting dynamic. So what is the purpose of accounting? The primary aim of the accounting process is to produce general purpose financial statements that offer insights into economic entities, serving as a foundation for decision making. General purpose financial statements are standardized reports that present a comprehensive overview of a company's financial performance and position for a diverse audience. These statements are prepared in accordance with established accounting standards like your like the IFRS or the International Financial Reporting Standards or generally accepted accounting principles or in short GAAP. Now, when we refer to general purpose financial statements, expect that it is intended for a wide audience, it is standardized in format, comprehensive in information, and it is used for support for decision making, and it is legally required. Okay? Now, now who are your users of accounting information? Users of accounting information can be categorized into two groups. You have your internal users and external users. Your internal users have direct access to specific types of accounting information, while your external users do not have direct access to financial reports and rely on negotiations and regulations to gather information about the business. Okay? For your internal users, you have your active owners and management. So, kapag sole proprietorship yan, syempre yung owner, isa lang yung owner, and the owner is your active owner. Okay? Pag partnership and corporation type of business naman yan, ang active owner mo is the partners involved in the management of the partnership and yung board of directors mo. Okay? Sila yung mga active owners. Now, management naman is the group of individuals responsible for planning, organizing, directing, and controlling the company's resources and employees to achieve specific organizational goals and objectives. So, both yung active owners and management have easy access to financial information and can request specific data needed for decision making. External users naman, ang examples are your inactive owners, owners not involved in the management of the business, yung iyong creditors and lenders, suppliers, potential investors, taxing authorities, regulatory bodies, employees, employee unions, financial analysts, advisors, and consultants, and the general public. Understanding yung needs of both the internal and external user is essential for effective communication and decision making sa business. Okay? Users can also be categorized as direct and indirect users, no? Ang direct users natin are individuals with direct interest in the business. They utilize the financial information to safeguard their stakes in the enterprise. So this group includes owners, managers, creditors, suppliers, customers, employees, and tax authorities. Indirect users, in contrast, are individuals or entities who rely on the accounting information to advise or safeguard the interests of direct users. These indirect users consist of regulatory agencies, labor unions, financial and legal consultants. Now, let's give an example. For regulatory agency, we have the Securities and Exchange Commission, or SEC, which protect the interests of investors and the public. The labor unions advocate for employee interests, and financial and legal consultants offer guidance and support to clients, including yung ating customers, lenders, or suppliers of the business. Now, let's understand the branches of accounting. That accounting is categorized into various branches to meet the diverse informational needs of its users. For financial accounting, this is the broadest branch. It focuses on the requirements of external users. Ang main output ng financial accounting is the general purpose financial statements. So financial accounting deals with the recognition, measurement, and communication of economic resources and obligations, and yung changes sa economic resources and obligations. Okay? For management accounting, this caters to the needs of internal users who require specific types of reports. Yung information provided is typically unstructured, and it does not necessarily adhere to accounting standards. For cost accounting, ang focus is measuring and recognizing costs associated with services rendered or products manufactured. It is primarily utilized by manufacturing companies as a tool for both financial and management accounting. Tax accounting naman involves the calculation of taxes and the preparation of tax returns to be submitted to a taxing authority in accordance with the country's revenue regulations and tax laws. Government accounting includes the analysis, classification, summarization, and communication of all transactions related to the receipt and expenditure of government funds and property, along with interpreting the resulting data. So, this system is used by government units and certain government agencies. It is also worthwhile to note that government owned and controlled corporations use the Philippine Financial Reporting Standards, while government business enterprises use international public sector accounting standards. The national government agencies uh, use the procedures under the Government Accounting Manual, while the local government units adhere to the Local Government Accounting Manual. Now, for auditing, this involves yung independent examination of the financial statements by a certified public accountant. It is aimed at providing an opinion on the fairness of the said financial statements. Okay? This process serves as an attestation function or kaya a certification function to enhance the credibility of financial reports. There are also other branches of accounting that exist to address specific information needs of users, such as accounting information systems, accounting education, and forensic accounting. So, to conclude this section of Chapter 1, we explored the essence of accounting, distinguishing between internal and external users, as well as direct and indirect users. So we also touch upon several common branches of accounting. So please refer back to our learning objectives provided at the beginning of this pre-recorded lecture and ensure that you can accomplish items 1 to 3. Okay, in the next pre-recorded lecture, we will focus on the evolution of accounting standards, including the organizations involved in the in their development at both the international and national levels.